Okay, looks like we're live now. Welcome, everyone. This is Saturday morning, May 8th, already here, 2016. This is the DubLi Help Saturday morning questions and answers session. We'd like to welcome you viewers for checking in with us around the world, wherever you are. Here in the United States, it's, like I said, 10 o'clock Saturday morning, and we'll get our questions and answer session started here in just a minute. I have with me Mr. Richard Beck. Richard, how are you, sir?
Doing great, doing great.
All right, looking sharp, looking sharp. I like it, bright, a little bright in the morning, but that works for me. And we'll get started here in just a minute. We do these Google Hangouts twice a week, this time period, Saturday mornings from 10 to 10:30, and it's just a questions and answer session. As you can tell, it's a little casual stuff before I get in my yard work and stuff I got to get done today. And then we also do the Google Hangouts on Tuesday nights from 7 to 7:30 Central Time here in the United States, where we typically have a topic. And if you're watching this Google Hangout at DubLiHelp.com, right below this broadcast window, you'll see a list of all of our scheduled Hangouts for the month of May and the topics beside them as well. If you're watching this on one of our YouTube channels or even listening at one of the radio stations we broadcast on the internet, we certainly again like to thank you for taking the time to check in with us this morning, and we'll give you a good half hour, 20 minutes worth of decent content, and it'll let you get on your way. We also suggest, both Richard and I here during these Hangouts, is that we encourage all you viewers, especially new viewers, to just go to google.com or youtube.com and type in DubLi Help, and you get a list of all of our previous Hangouts we've done over the past year or so, and a lot of them topic specific, so that you can pick and choose and view it, at your pleasure, what you're looking to find out. Our Hangouts we do here at DubLiHelp.com are designed strictly for the shopping experience. This is not to make money with DubLi, work at home with DubLi. That's a different side of the business. If you're interested in that, there's a different Hangout we do for that as well. Both Richard and I are on that side as well. But we also are shoppers just like everyone else, and so which is DubLi's main product, obviously, cash back. So these Hangouts we do here at DubLiHelp.com are designed strictly for the shopping experience, so you can maximize. We as shoppers can maximize our cash back experience utilizing the DubLi resources and tools. And as we've done for the last 6 months, pushed and pegged and everything else about all the new resources that DubLi's coming out with, and they're finally out. So we're able to talk with them, and as you can see from our schedule this coming month, that's basically all we're going to be talking about. So we got a couple questions here this morning we'll get to here in just a minute. But a lot of the questions that will be coming in the future will be strictly about the new products and services that DubLi has. Now, to the top of this window to the right, and then actually below here, the window, broadcast window as well, if you're watching this at DubLiHelp.com, there's a link where you can ask a question about any one of us, leaders here, or, any kind of questions you have about DubLi.com, and primarily about the shopping experience. If you're looking for a specific item, service, or product, and don't know how to get it, we've had questions from getting your haircut to buying gasoline to gambling to you name it, and renting airplanes to you name it. But we'll do the research for you and get back to you with our results, and hopefully successful findings of how to accomplish what you're looking to do utilizing DubLi's cashback. As Richard has said many times, the cashback experience here at DubLi, basically is you're buying stuff tax-free, and because it offsets the tax you pay in it. I agree with that. I look at probably a little bit a step further and just say, our money goes 20% further than everyone else's when we utilize the cashback. And those viewers that watch these Hangouts know I'm a big Groupon, junkie, and when you couple the Groupon discounts, which could be sometimes up to 80%, with the cash back, with DubLi's cash back, and paying for it with a cashback credit card, it adds up real fast, and your savings are significant. So I just wish I could find where I could, college tuition. Yeah. you know, all three of my daughters are home for this weekend, and they're all in college, and anyway, but if I could find some solution for college tuition cash back, you know, it would be great. But I don't think that's happening. So, yeah, there's, you know,
that would be a blessing. Yeah,
wishful thinking. I guarantee I could buy a couple cars, you know, easy, you know, with that. So, anyway, as we also always do at these hangouts at the very beginning, I know we got a little bit of a late start, but we always talk a little bit about current events and let people gather in. Anything particular, Richard, current events you want to chat about?
You know, really, I've been away from current events this week pretty steadily. I've been working on the web, just getting some websites done and some other things. So I really haven't focused too much on the outside world news. Unfortunately, I've really been out of touch, just trying to get these other things caught up.
You know, the only really big news here in the States, really, you know, it has been a bit of a quiet week or so, but the only really big news is Donald Trump. You know, the other Republican nominees bowed out, so he's the last man standing, and so theoretically he will be the one that is going to represent the Republican Party, you know, in the general elections in November. So, you know, that's really the only big news. You know, Bernie Sanders and Hillary keep going at it. You know, and you know, you can read one article that says, you know, Bernie's going to win. You read the next article, it's Hillary and a done deal. So, for the Democratic nomination. So, and for the viewers who don't know, there's two parties here in the United States, Democrat and Republicans, and those two parties put up candidates, and we vote for the president. You know, and so Barack Obama, you know, Richard's, you know, favorite president of all time. A little humor there. He's getting kicked out of office in January, and so he's, you know, oh wait a minute, I know it's, you know, the transgender, you know, nonsense.
Oh yeah, that I did catch, the transgender bathrooms. I'm like, where do you have a cutting point on nonsense? You know, I know in Europe you have you know, single bathrooms for both genders, you know, and it's kind of different, but I've been through that, right? But well, I like a bathroom where I know where I'm going.
Well, you know, I mean, you know, and I respect the Europeans, you know, approach and attitude towards that. You know, just like Italy. I mean, you know, you drink wine at the age of 12 at dinner for. I mean, that's just their culture, you know. But here in the United States, the last thing you need is a damn president, you know, telling 5- and 6-year-old kids they can use the same bathroom.
Yeah, Dictator Obama loves to come up with this controversial nonsense that
I think it goes much deeper than that.
Yeah,
much deeper than that. That when you instill these types of mindsets at such a young age, then the other stuff becomes pretty okay.
Yeah.
You know, and the last thing you want is a president telling my children, you know, it's okay to, you know, use the same bathroom. I got a problem with that. Yeah. You know, and most other people do. And, you know, I live in the state of Texas, and the governor of the state of Texas already started laughing and said, we're not doing that bullshit. You know, the guy's nuts. I don't care who he is. And who does he think he is? He didn't go to Congress. He didn't go to anybody to pass law. He just decreed, you know, as some king, that everyone now can use the same bathroom. You know, what kind of bullshit is that?
He's a dictator.
Our governor started laughing. Our governor started laughing and said, this guy's an idiot. He's nuts. Of course we're not going to do that. You know, he can send the National Guard. He can send anybody he wants to down here. He can cut off all our funding. I don't give a rat's ass. You know, and you know, anyway, it's just, you know, it's just bizarre, in my opinion, with everything else that's going on around this world, that you would have a president that would stoop, you know, to that level and address issues like that.
Because he's not doing anything that's worthwhile. That's one big problem. Is, I mean, and he forced an insurance package down us that was just as good as the website they created. The only guys that won on the insurance thing were the insurance companies. Everybody else got the hose. And, but that's okay by him. I'm sure him and Hillary got their percentage because she is on the board of directors of a lot of medical companies. So
yeah, I just this transgender thing in these bathrooms is just, it really is nauseating.
Another circus event.
I mean, how can these people even garnish an ounce of respect when they I mean, look, I'm all in favor of helping people, but that population represents less than 1% of the total, less than 1% of probably 1% of the entire population of the United States, and yet he's furthering their agenda. Why doesn't he deal with pilots?
Because the minority is the
or how about school teachers? How about school teachers?
Yeah.
I mean, it's ridiculous. It really is nauseating, and what the hell this world's coming to, especially here with that kind of BS. It's just ridiculous. But I got to tell you, here in Texas, they don't put up with it. I mean, they will not put up with it. And woe be it, the first casualty that takes place. It's just I think they're trying to accomplish certain things that separate and cause anxiety. And this is par for the course. It's all he's trying to do. It doesn't matter the means of doing it. It just matters that it happens. And that's what I think the agenda is. The agenda is, let's do what we can to stir up the masses.
Well, and you got to understand why he did it, because of his wife, Michael Obama.
Okay, yeah.
With the package.
Here we go with that one. Okay. Well,
so
that
is why he would endorse that. So anyway.
Yeah, it's nuts. Okay, well, again, the platform, is out. The DubLi's platform is out. We discussed a little bit of that on Tuesday. This coming Tuesday, I think the topic again is the new platform. And let's see. What day's today? Say the 15th? No, today's the 14th.
14th.
I've got a wrong date up there, but I need to fix that. But the topic this coming week is going to be the new platform, updated the new platform, and so we'll be talking about that. Well, I'll be able to do more screen shares by that time, hopefully, as well. And Richard's pretty good at doing that as well. So I don't really have anything. I've got a couple comments that came in, asking about when the iPhone or when the phone app is going to be available and so forth. And I still don't have an answer out on that. I do know that there are some events that are going to occur, with DubLi here in the United States before the end of the summer, and we all are going to be invited to them as shoppers. And then there's going to be a couple of them online as well. We'll announce those when those dates come out, but it's to begin the process of utilizing the DubLi platform on a more regular basis. They're finally getting around to doing that, which is I've been strongly, emphasizing that for quite some time now, and I'm not sure exactly how they're going to implement it, but it's coming right around the corner. So we'll be able to deal with that. And again, this Tuesday, we'll be talking about the new platform, doing the back office. They've simplified it quite a bit, and they've emphasized the vendors. And as we did last week, but we went through many of the vendors, the new vendors that are there in the back office now. We'll just continue to do that as well and explore some of the new vendors and the significant amount of vendors as well. One of the other things too is in the back office, you can go to different malls in the world and find out which you can shop in India, you can shop in Britain, you can shop in Ireland, you can shop in Canada, and then it tells you which one of the vendors will or do not ship to your location. So it's they're really bringing on a global approach to it. So
okay, can you see my screen share?
I can see a black screen.
Okay, then it's not.
There we go.
We're not having the success rate that I must have too much open today. I'm trying to close things out here and gain a little bit of bandwidth here. See what we can get here. Wow.
No worries. No worries.
Yeah, I was trying to share something here this morning, and it's just not going my way. But I closed out a few things, hopefully.
That's all right. Don't worry about it. We keep it short.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm just, I'm overloaded on resources. And
yeah, I'm the same way with me. I've got so many things open Saturday morning, and I knew, you know, that's why we had such a late start. But,
stop back Tuesday, folks.
yeah, back on Tuesday. So, and we'll you know, have better topics to talk about as well. So hopefully by that. Anyway, but yeah, that's all I know is one of the big changes that they have done. I'm not sure how valuable it is, but you can actually shop in all the different malls now. You don't have to, you know, don't have to be logged into one specific mall. You can shop at any mall, and before you check out, they'll determine whether they can ship to you or not. You just have to pick the vendor that can actually ship to you.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's kind of interesting how I'm curious. You know, they use Amazon a lot for the delivery, but
okay.
You know, to coordinate that around the world, that's pretty tough to do. So,
yeah.
You know, the logistics on that. So it's interesting on how they've been able to put that together. But this coming week, we'll have a little bit more rollout, and we'll hopefully get to see that phone app. That's what I'm anxious to get to, and then we can break that down and you know, chew that up and see how that goes. So, all right, Richard, any kind of quick closing comments?
Well, we appreciate everybody stopping by, and like I've said 100 times, is, you know, it's equally important on how much you save as to how much you make. That ratio is key nowadays in this time. And, you know, just utilize get a VIP pass with a DubLi, get your VIP membership set up, and then utilize it. I mean, it's just like an exercise machine or buying a membership at a health club. Unless you use it, it's not going to do you any good, right? So you really want to just start changing your spending habits and pick up that extra cash back, and then use a cashback credit card on top of it. It's what I do. So come Tuesday, I've got this other screen share that I'll try to get to you. So we look forward to you stopping back.
You know, it's just like, you know, taking a cruise. You know, you're in one cabin that costs $1,000. And the guy right next to you is in the cabin that costs, you know, $200. It's the same cabin, everything's the same. You're on the same boat, doing the same stuff, you know. But he utilized a process known as cashback or some other facility, you know, to get his discount. And with cashback, you know, that's exactly what you're doing. And DubLi's the leader in the field with it, and they've got it set up. And as we get into this year, you know, come holiday season, everyone should be in shape to, you know, to save 30-40% off what, you know, they would normally pay on everything with all the different coupons and cashback, and pay with cashback credit cards and so forth. But we'll get into that throughout the rest of the year, and especially as they roll out these new products, and we get to dissect them and you know, see how they work as well. So anyway, thank you, viewers, for checking in with us tonight. You know, yeah, we do these hangouts twice a week, this time period, and Tuesday nights from 7 to 7:30, which when we'll be back, and the topic will be the new platform, and we'll do some screen shares there as well. So enjoy your weekend wherever you are in the world. Stay safe and healthy, and we'll see everyone next time. All right. Thanks, everyone. Take care.
Bye.